Welcome back to Mira Costa High School in Manhattan Beach. It was the Battle of the Beach tonight, and the biggest star, our MVP, Sebastian Franck-love, running back number 24, and a senior on senior night. Sebastian, number one, tell me about how big is this rivalry, and what did it mean to beat your rivals, Redondo Union, from right down the road, 35-0?
Oh, it's definitely a big rivalry. You know, we've been preparing for this all week. Coach has been emphasizing, especially with the surfboard, something else to work for. You know, a football game is always at that high level, but whenever it's a rivalry, you know, you're at that next step. So it was definitely a big thing for us and definitely a big win.
And talk about the familiarity that you guys have with Redondo Union. A lot of you guys, you grow up together. I know you know some of the players over there in red and white. What does it mean when at the end of the season, this was tonight, you finally get to go up against these guys when you know them across the other side?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I know a lot of their players. We've been playing each other since about freshman year. So it's definitely something nice to have in our back pocket whenever we're talking smack to each other. So it was definitely something big for us to do, and it was definitely up because we're literally right next to each other.
Yeah, so this is a bigger game than all other games.
Definitely.
I mean, it's obvious. What does it mean to you knowing that this is senior night? This is your last opportunity to play a regular season game, maybe the last game, you never know, in this stadium in front of this home crowd. What did that mean going out there tonight?
I don't think it's hit me yet. I'm still kind of thinking, okay, we got another regular season game, but by tonight I'll definitely wake up in the middle like, we got CIF next week. Yeah. So it's definitely going to hit me soon.
Playoff time right around the corner. Tell me about this game tonight. I mean, you guys are so evenly matched, both 6-3 and 6-3, and knowing that this is basically a game for second place, bragging rights, all of that, and now this surfboard, always going to have that score etched on that surfboard. You'll be looking at that with your kids one day saying, that was the game I played in.
Yeah.
How did you guys get it done tonight? You seem to dominate them with your offensive line in the running game.
We knew we had to come out. You know, we weren't satisfied by our previous week, so we had a good week of practice. We made sure we needed to execute. And if we executed the game, it was obviously going to be our win. We just knew we had to do what we had to do and let them do them and see who wins in the end. And we came out on top.
How good did that feel, that first touchdown run from 4 yards away?
It felt like the start of a great game. It felt like an avalanche effect, and it was.
And what did you guys talk about in the locker room? Still kind of a close game, 14-0. You guys had dominated them on offense and defense, but it's a rivalry game. Anything can happen. What did you guys talk about in the locker room?
Oh, we just talked about, like, we weren't finished. You know, anything can happen. It's a football game, and we couldn't just sit there and act like we already won the game. We just had to keep going, keep pushing, and don't let them come back.
And now it's playoff time. You guys will have the number 2 seed. Yeah. What does that mean? How big was that to get that etched in stone, we will be the number 2 seed?
It was definitely a big thing, you know, just to have a chance of playing another home game in playoffs. It's a big effect just to have our home crowd there with us. So it was definitely something we knew we had to do. And, of course, it was against Redondo, so
yeah,
it felt a little better.
Absolutely. What does that mean, bragging rights? I mean, someone who's not from the South Bay, what does this rivalry mean, knowing that it's over now, you guys did it, and for the whole next year, you guys can always say, hey, 35-0.
Yeah, it was definitely something big. It's like having a big brother and beating your big brother or something. That's exactly how it feels. Redondo, they just got beat by their little brother. So
little brother wins again,
yeah.
Second year in a row, and fifth out of the last 6 years, the green and gold victorious in the battle at the beach. A couple last questions about the playoffs. Okay. You guys are looking good right now. You guys are healthy. You're running the ball well. Doing what you need to do, making tackles on defense. How confident are you guys as a team going into this field of 16?
Oh, we're really confident. I feel like our defense is a real strong point. They carry this team. Our offense does not work unless the defense gets their offense off the field. So Brandon Mills, shout-outs to him. He played an amazing game. He is the leader of our defense. And Jelani Tavai right there, the co-captain. They just run the defense. And without them, our offense wouldn't be able to move and to give me the opportunity to make the plays I do.
And final question for you, Sebastian. What are you going to remember most about this night, the night when you beat, as a senior, Redondo Union in the battle at the beach?
I think I'm going to remember that big hit Jake Shapiro had on the kickoff return. It was the biggest hit of the game, and I'm going to hug him tonight with a big smile on my face. He's going to have a week off of me taunting him in practice.
He's a total team player. Great man. Impressive young man, senior and leader of this offense, of this Mustangs team, who goes to 7-3 and gets the big win in the Battle of the Beach. Sebastian Franck-love, thank you very much, our MVP. We're going to be right back from Manhattan Beach to wrap up our post game right here on the NFHS Network. We are high school.